Hello, Libras. This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. Apparently, I'm getting tongue tied tonight. But I am excited this week. Actually, I'm excited most of the time, in case you didn't notice. And the reason being is that right now, Chiron is moving retrograde into Aries. And you're going, what does that mean? Because some of this is way complicated, right? Well, what that means is Chiron, I'll tell you all about Chiron in a minute, is all about the emotions, but also about healing. And because it's in Aries, it's about healing the inner self. You know, those things that you've been holding on to all these years and you've never let out and you've never healed from? It's that time. It's time to celebrate you. And this is happening from July 11th through December 15th. So it's going to be a really long time and it's a good time. So, what is Chiron? Well, we'll do what and who. First, what is Chiron? Chiron is a new planet that was found in the last 40 years or so. I don't remember the exact date. And Chiron is, at first they thought it was an asteroid, but it turned out to be a planet. Isn't that cool? But Chiron was, in Greek mythology, one of the centaurs, and he was the son of the Titan, Cronus, and he was known for his ability for teaching, for medicine, and for wisdom. He was a centaur, though, and most of the time centaurs were violent and savage and kind of gross and not too clean and, just kind of nasty. But he was like the best of the centaurs. Now, his mother was a sea nymph, but I can't say her name. It's too complicated. But so this is he's healing us from the inside out right now because it's going into to Aries. Isn't that exciting? So, and what that means for Libras is that your relationships have been a little bouncy or rocky for the last few months. And it's time to like settle in and feel those relationships and make them settle down and plateau them. Even though I know Libras, you love passion. You do. You might you don't love drama necessarily. You love passion. You love excitement. You love fun. But your relationship has suffered from it. And so your relationships, your friendships, your spouse, whatever, they've suffered from it. So it's time to like settle down and find that inner peace for you. One of the things I don't know if you've noticed is that when I shuffle the cards, I always say, what should my Libras need to hear? Well, the reason I say that is I want this to be about you and what you need, not what you want. Because wants are fleeting, but needs are necessary. They're something we gotta have. So that's why I do what I do, actually, is I want you to get some healing and some understanding of what's going on in your life. Something new I've started, I keep starting new things, have you noticed? Is instead of me sitting here going, what do my Libras need to hear? We're not doing that anymore. I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards and then lay them sitting down, but I'm not going to look at them so that we're going to see them together for the first time. But that way you miss out on all that stuff you don't need to see. So first, we're pulling from the Fairy Oracle. This is a Lucy Cavendish deck. I like it a lot. In case you haven't noticed, I like pretty things. Okay, so our first card is Into the Woods. This is a time for you to get new experiences. You're walking into uncharted territory for you. Maybe learning how to be mellow in your relationships because you're all about the passion. And at this time, you kind of feel uncertain, and that's okay because Spirit's got your back. The next card I get, because I'm pulling two today, is the Dark Moon. This is all about growing up and knowing yourself. And I think that as you enter this period, as many of us are, we're learning new things about ourselves and we're healing our inner child. Now, for our tarot cards, the first card we get is the Ace of Cups, which is all about new relationships, but it can also just be a new relationship with yourself or a new experience, a new project. Something new is fixing to start. And I think that that's become obvious with the oracles I pulled. Then the next card is the Eight of Swords. Now, this card says that some things are beyond your control. That would be part of your relationships, because relationships take two, and you can't control anyone but yourself. And sometimes even that's hard. And you're feeling out of control and bound up like you don't have a voice, but you do have a voice. And the final card is the Chariot. And the Chariot is all about success. So this new thing that you're starting is going to have success, even though right now you're feeling like everything's out of your control. But it's not. And it's going to be successful. So trust yourself and trust what you're learning right now. And now we're going to look at the crystal ball. I love looking at the crystal ball. I really enjoy that because it opens up so many new things. But it does take a little bit of time. I see a moth. A moth is not quite a butterfly, but they also start new. So I think that what this is saying is that, and moths come to the light. And so you need to go to the light, but that things are going to start new for you. But you need to look at the positive and not the negative. Don't get drugged down by the darkness. Go up to the light. And I see a chain. So I think you've been feeling bound up, like things are beyond your control, and you're feeling a little stressed and feeling chained up. But you're going to break out of those chains. Because I didn't see a full chain, I just saw a section of a chain. And then I see someone leaping into the future. And that's what you need to be doing. You need to leap. Because you're a Libra, and Libras leap. You go at everything full force, and you leap. So Libras, go leap into the world. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text, 405-512-9400, or go on my Facebook page, Belladonna and Moonbeams. And if not, I'll see you next week on July 20th. Okay, have a good one. Bye.